What is going on, guys? It is Jezzi, and I'm back with another one-of-one traders video. And I'm gonna be making a video. It's just a short video, nothing crazy. It might turn long if new ideas start popping in my head, but I don't plan for it to be very long. If you're confused what you're looking at, this is the trade I took this morning. Yeah, I know I should have held it out a little bit longer, but still did 100%. So can't really complain, and I kind of called it out perfectly in my head. So I'm not gonna do shoulda, woulda, coulda. If you start saying shoulda, woulda, coulda while trading, then you are probably unprofitable. Anyway, um, this video I want to do a little bit of like money psychology. What do I mean by that? So I see a lot of things like funded accounts and people blow their funded account and whatever it is. I've never done a funded account. I've always used real money of my money. And that I think is what helped contribute to what helped me become profitable faster because I had learned all these lessons and grew for them in like the early stages. It's not very like mentally sane or stable, but it does drive you crazy. I will say that. But they definitely attributed to overcoming these challenges and understanding the psychology of money. Okay, what do I mean by that? A lot of people think that once they are start using a ton of money, that they will make a ton of money. No, that is absolutely not true. You need my advice if you're a beginner trader with the money side of things is set aside 500 bucks, $1,000 bucks. That's it. I mean, that might be a lot of money for some of you guys, but all right, you can go ahead, use 300 bucks, 400 bucks, whatever. If you don't have 300 bucks, 400 bucks, I advise you get a job, save up at least 5 grand, and then start trading because you're going to most likely lose that money. Anyway, all right, so you gotta be able to make money with a small amount of money and be disciplined with that money. Do not over leverage. What do I mean by over leverage? Don't use too much money of your portfolio. If your portfolio consists of $50, or I mean $500, do not go more than 50 bucks on a trade. Buy one contract. Practice with low amounts of money because if you try to use too much money in that account, then you're going to mentally kill yourself because say the trade does start going against you, then you're losing all of the money in your account. You cannot do that in the beginning. You got to stay very disciplined with your risk management and everything. So if you have so we'll use $1,000 as an example. If you have $1,000 in your account, do not go more than 150 bucks, 250 bucks on a trade. Don't do it. Yes, if you do win the trade, oh, I could have made way more. I could have bought more contracts. But you could have lost all that money too. So, what I'm trying to tell you is be consistent with making once you are consistent making money and you feel confident, up the capital you use in each trade. Say you grew that $1,000 to $1,600. Okay, you know, maybe have fun. Do a $500 trade, see how you feel. Risk your profits, not the initial investment. I am not a financial advisor. This is not professional advice. If you need professional advice, seek a professional. But I'm just telling you opinion-based content that is very helpful for the most of you. So, yes, once you grow that $1,000 account to about 1,600 bucks, 1,500 bucks, 2 grand, then you can, see how you feel trading with a little bit more money because you don't want to mentally kill yourself if you do blow the account because the chances are you probably are going to. And yes, the truth sucks to hear, but you guys need to hear it because so many people do not tell you that. Trading is a huge psychological game. It is a huge psychological game. If you cannot control your own emotions in trading, then you should not be trading at all. You should not be trading at all. Because say you do blow that account, then you're like questioning to yourself, oh, can I even trade anymore? Yes, bro, I guarantee you can trade. You just messed up your thought process because you lost too much money because you didn't stick to your proper risk management. I stress this so much because it is something I did. And yes, you heard that. In the beginning when I traded, that is something that I suffered from a lot. I would use too much money in my account, and then when I would lose that money, I would really like think to myself like, is this really for me? But what I did is I started, getting more comfortable on trading smaller amounts of money, because if you say, all right, so you buy 2 contracts. Average contract is probably, it depends how far out of the money you are, but contracts are probably about, say you buy two $50 contracts or two 50-cent contracts. That's $100. If you lose that $100 out of the $1,000 account, that's only 10%. That is an okay and fairly safe risk management strategy. That, and then when you do start making money from those smaller trades, and that capital builds up and builds up and builds up and builds up and builds up to then a $5,000. Now you have 5,000 because you're staying consistent with these smaller trades, and you're not letting the losing money side of thing get in your brain. Another thing that is very important is you cannot overthink in the slightest. I don't know if I've already said it, but I'm just going to say it again because y'all really need to hear this. You cannot overthink. You are, how do I word this? As ironic as it sounds, you got to care about trading, but you got to also not care about it. You cannot let it like determine your emotions or your attitude or anything. You got to be able to control that. You got to grip it in your hand and squeeze it till there is no more oxygen in it anymore. Your brain has got to 100% shut out your heart in these trades. If you want to become profitable, say goodbye to your heart. If you're listening to your heart when you trade, then that is your first issue. You got to listen to your brain. And once you really apply that, then you will actually understand it. I don't really know how to explain it. And as corny as it sounds with all these baloney motivational things like turn off your heart, turn on your brain, it's true. As corny as it sounds, it's true. You got to do it. All right. So what do I mean by not caring about trades? In the beginning, when you start trading, you are gonna, if you want to become profitable fast, you got to devote at least 5 months of strict learning, screen time, live market trading. You got to gain experience in the market. You're not going to gain experience watching YouTube videos. No, you got to take action. I'm sure if anyone's watching this video, well, you guys are going to be watching the video, but I'm sure you guys know who this trader is. His name's TJR. The guy knows he's a pretty smart guy. And one thing that really that he has said and really stuck with me is take action. I see so many people, they know everything about what they want to do, but they just don't do it because they are scared to take action. If you want to become profitable as fast as you can be, you gotta just focus on whatever you want to learn with the trading. However you want to trade, you gotta focus on that. You cannot just do it for an hour a day and then go mess around with your friends or whatever. Like, before I started taking trading seriously, I would just, get on my computer for a couple hours a day and, watch a couple YouTube videos, watch the charts for a little bit, and then, you know what? Go F off.
Now, when I started taking trading more seriously, I was on my computer from 9 in the morning till about like 4 p.m. every single day. That's okay, I may know how to trade, but simple math does struggle me sometimes. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. About 8 to 9 hours 8 to 9 hours a day I was on the computer during the live market. I would watch the live market. That doesn't even account for the time that I would sit at night on my computer for another probably 5 to 6 hours just back testing. And all right, I back testing is basically it's a very helpful thing. My favorite way to do it is to just go to a random day in the whatever, just go to a random day and just try to analyze what happened. And as funny as it sounds, just try to be one with the market, understand it. You got to be able to understand it. Price price moves in a trend. It can shift directions rapidly, but there are certain reasons for that. Because look, it came down to a strong demand zone and a key level. This is probably where people set their orders to fill, and it just totally switched direction. You just got to really understand how the market works. You can't just learn one strategy. And another thing is, I see so many like, oh, learn this best strategy for trading. No. Me personally, and I think a lot of people who actually know how to trade will agree with me, just learn the basics. But you got to be able to master them. You see what I'm saying? Learn price action, learn how to read volume, learn how to read support and resistance. Once you master those, you will not need any more baloney strategies there are on TikTok or Instagram Reels, whatever you're seeing. Also, seeing all that crap on trading is messing with your psychology because that, like, you can see something that you've seen before and they could say something opposite about it. But if it works for you and they're saying something opposite or against it, then you're like, "Oh, does it actually work?" You cannot fall into the trap of social media with trading. You got to do what works for you. I know this was kind of like a a brain dump, but you like new traders, they've got to be able to like hear what I have to say and understand it and apply it. I'm not even too sure what I even talked about in this video because I was just going all over the place, but take what I said, rewatch the video if you want, and just apply it to your personal psychology. I know this nothing about like actually like the stock market. This is literally just you. See, this is another thing in the like the stock market is just a never-ending book. It does not end. All right. I'm going to stop there before I drive myself crazy and go see the sun. Actually, it's only 11. I'm gonna probably be on a computer for a few more hours and then all right. Also, with trading, I cannot stress this enough. You need to have a healthy balance. After that 4 to 5 months that you really lock the F in. Once you've passed that period of time where you really locked in and you know how you want to trade and have figured out stuff that and figured out a way to make trading work for you, you have to have a healthy balance, especially if you're young. I'm young. I'm pretty young. I'm 19. Some people say I'm old, but the majority of people say, "Oh my God, you're so young. Why are you killing yourself?" Yeah, you gotta be able to have a healthy balance. Like, go hang out with your friends at the end of the day. Go outside and get active. You cannot just sit on your computer all day and expect to be mentally healthy. That's just not how it works. Everything in life has an equal balance. That's why the world revolves. Okay, I know that was like a crazy yap session and brain dump, but that concludes the video now. Thank you for watching if you made it to the end. I will see you in the next one.